Hoggie's beer reviews. Hoggie's beer reviews.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in once again. This is another one of Hoggie's beer reviews, and this is another beer that was sent to me via beer mail. This is Hell. That's right. Today we're drinking Hell, the Hell Lager from Surly Brewing in Minnesota. This beer and the Surly Furious were sent to me by my man Nick, aka 200 Watt Walrus, here on YouTube. I reviewed the Surly Furious, which is their IPA, about 2 weeks ago, and now today after work I'm finally breaking open the lager called Hell. Brewed and canned by Surly Brewing Company, Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. All right. Now, to read what it says on the back here, just to give you an idea of what the Hell Lager is all about, it says, "Finally, a Surly beer my German mother will drink. She says this one tastes like beer from back home. Not unlike a Zwickel beer from Germany, Hell is not filtered and fermented with lager yeast. American hops take a backseat to the Pils malt sweetness and fresh bread aroma. The color is, well, Hell, Deutsch for light." So Hell is German for light. Believe that. I would have never guessed. Anyways, to finish off, it says it's fiendishly drinkable and you don't have to sell your soul to get another. Okay. Yeah. Surly in Minnesota, they make some good beers. I really like their Furious IPA, and they only sell their beers in cans, which is always really cool. And they're 16-ounce cans, which is even better. So once again, thanks to my man Nick for sending me the two beers from Surly. I'm finally going to get to try the lager now, and before we crack it open, punching it up on Beer Advocate, Hell gets a B+ out of 211 reviews. It's categorized as a Keller beer or a Zwickel beer, which is a form of lager. It's an old school German style. I'm not going to get into the details. It is, let's see, does it say it anywhere on the can? Oh shit, no. Doesn't say it on the can, but Beer Advocate's telling me that this beer is 5.1% alcohol by volume, and this is a seasonal beer from Surly. They do not offer it year-round. So still, it's an interesting, kind of oddball kind of lager, which is always cool, something different. And out of 211 reviews, it gets a B+, so that's always a good thing. So, enough with that. Now, for this type of beer, I looked it up. They don't recommend your typical Pilsner glass. They recommend a mug or a stein. The only mug I have that's good for this is my sacrificial mug. Many of you will recognize this cheap, shitty Walmart mug from all those horrible, cheap, cheap foul beers that I've done, the Milwaukee's Best Ice and a lot of malt liquor, and I've poured a lot of swill into this mug. Today I'm actually going to pour something good into this mug, and what the hell, right? Sacrificial mug deserves to have something good poured into it every so often. So here we go. I love their logo. It says beer for a glass from a can. Alright, cool. So, getting right to it. Alright. Always love the sound of a good crack. Reminds me of the days when I drank cheap beer on a regular basis. Hot, sweaty afternoon right after work. Crack open a frosty can and chug a lug. And see, this is why the mug was so appropriate. It fits 16 ounces nicely. Alright. Oh yeah, this is cloudy. This is unfiltered, which is cool. You don't get this kind of thing in a lager. Yeah, okay, it's not crystal clear. You can see through it. It's got a little haze, a little cloudiness to it. You can tell it's unfiltered, but at the same time, it's not like one of those sediment-packed beers, that are cloudy and full of crap. No. But you can tell that it hasn't been perfectly filtered. It's got a nice light golden color. Approaching straw, but not quite. It's yellowish with the slightest little orange tinge, and I'm looking at my camera, man, and it looks like amber in the camera, and no, man, it's yellow. It always comes out darker on camera. Don't know exactly why that is. But anyways, all right. It's got a nice frothy head on there, though. That looks good. Hey, and it smells good. It smells like a light kind of lager. Definitely bready. A bit of kind of like a corny smell, kind of like what you get with cheap old Budweiser kind of Action lagers, but not in a bad way. Yeah, because there's a little sweetness right in the tail end of that slightly vegetable smell. It starts kind of veggie, then it turns slightly sweet, and either way it's a mild and subdued smell. You do get a bit of like earthy hops in there. And some simple malt sweetness. Pilsner malt, yeah, that's about right. So yeah, I mean, it looks good, it smells good. It's supposed to be kind of a simple beer to begin with. So off we go. Cheers. 200 watt walrus, my man. Thank you. Hey. That's light and refreshing. But it has flavor. It has kind of like these mild, sweet, fruity notes. It's kind of interesting because I can't really discern it. There's a bit of kind of sweetness towards the finish. It rides the coattails of the malt as you swallow. Bready, I don't want to say banana-y, but it kind of has like a light, sugary sweetness. Very mild, but it's there. Let's see, what do we have here? Pils malt sweetness, yeah. Fresh bread aroma, yeah. There's more to it though. This is flavorful. If every piss-water American beer, the Buds and Millers and Coors of the world, tasted like this, there would be no need for craft beer. Seriously, like if I could crack open, you know, a 12-ounce can, you know, watching the game of a 6-pack of like a Bud Miller kind of product that tasted like this, I would be a happy guy. This has flavor. It's subtle, it's still light and easy to just knock it back like it's nothing, but it has flavor and no offensive flavors in it at all. That light fruitiness, a bit of breadiness, you know, subtle malt, and there's no real hop bitterness to speak of, just kind of enough of an earthy bitterness at the finish to clean it up, and that's it. This is good, but this is simple. I didn't see, this is a seasonal beer, I didn't see when they release it, but my guess would be spring and summer, because this is a beautiful hot weather beer. And that's that. It's a shame there's no Surly in South Florida. I would drink a whole lot of that. I really would. Not much more to say, guys. I'm going to drink this and get out of here, but for a lager, especially for the fact that it's an interesting, different take on a lager or style of lager, this is a glass full. Surly has done it twice in a row. 2 beers I've had from them, 2 solid freaking beers. Yeah, if you like a lighter, crisper, more refreshing kind of beer, if you like a light lager, and you have this available to you, check it out. This is good stuff. All right? So that's it, guys. I'm going to finish this and get out of here. Take care. See you on the next one. Cheers.